Anyways, this morning I got up and I was on Twitter, and I saw Elon Musk reposted Elon Musk reposted a tweet by Amuse. So I'm gonna after I read it, I decided to write a blog because I was very incensed by it. Because according to Elon Musk tweeted 18 hours ago today, interesting. That's it. And he reposted a post underneath that where someone by the name of Amuse, who said civil servants, almost 160,000 federal civil service employees are now millionaires. Almost 160,000 federal civil service employees are now millionaires. That's according to that is what Amuse tweeted this early this morning, or 20 hours ago. And then under that he has an image. He posted an image. It says almost 100. That had the headline, almost 160,000 civil service employees are millionaires. And then underneath that it says, the excerpt of the article says, when President Biden took office, fewer than 70,000 federal workers were millionaires. By 2022, the number grew to 76,889. The number ballooned to 155,334 by September of 2024. It is likely that there are over 160,000 millionaires working for President Trump. Anyways, so I had a problem with it, and I responded because people have to put things into perspective, and so I wrote an article, a blog, and an article in the Neoliberal journals at RenaldoCMcKenzie.com and the Neoliberal blogs, which is available at RenaldoCMcKenzie.blogspot.com, or you can go to the Neoliberal journals at theneoliberal.com and go to the Neoliberal blogs. Okay. But the article is entitled, "Is the American Dream Under Siege?" Is the American dream under siege? Under siege, under attack. Federal millionaires, DEI cuts, and the politics of race. So in the story I said, according to Elon Musk, I wrote, according to Elon Musk, it's, and I quote, interesting, end quote, that Amuse is reporting that, and I quote, almost 160,000 federal civil service workers are now millionaires, end quote. So I responded by saying, so you're saying that under former President Joe Biden, many federal workers who are Americans were able to realize the American dream, and that's a problem. Let me say this again. So you're saying, according to Elon Musk, it's interesting that almost 160,000 federal civil service workers today are now millionaires. And I'm saying that so you're saying that under former President Joe Biden, many federal workers who are Americans were able to realize the American dream, and that's a problem. For the Department of Government Efficiency, Dodge, Elon Musk, and Donald J. Trump. So the plan is to impoverish these millionaires who had worked for the government. But nothing is happening to him. If truth be told, the problem is that some black people got rich. That's the problem. The problem is not that federal workers got rich. It's that black people got rich. Or got rich. The federal government over the years allowed black people to get rich. So now they are jettisoning the only path to the American dream for most black people in America: working as civil servants. And so by firing all DEI hires, calling it efficient, and using it as a strategy to make America white again with only white men who are rich in charge. Let me say this again. If truth be told, the problem is that, because remember, I said that the plan is to impoverish these millionaires, these civil servants who are millionaires, who work for the government. And then I said, I heard Musk got richer under Biden. He too was working for the government and got rich. But his job is safe. If truth be told, the problem is that some black people got rich. The federal government over the years allowed black people to get rich. So now they are jettisoning the only path to the American dream for most black people in America, working as civil servants. So by firing all DEI hires, calling it efficient or efficiency, and using it as a strategy to make America white again with only white men who are rich in charge. So they fired the only woman general and the second black male general, calling it efficient. But it's a strategy to reinvent white supremacy and deny the American dream to black men and women and to white women and those who are different. We will continue to follow the story, but just so you know, in fact, there's even more to this, because as I was completing this short commentary through my blog at theneoliberal.com, at renaldocmckenzie.blogspot.com, and the Neoliberal post at renaldocmckenzie.com, I went back on Twitter and I saw that Stephen A. Smith has a poll. Stephen A. Smith has a poll. In the poll, this is what Stephen A. Smith is asking. Do you think the Eagles should go to the White House? Do you think the Eagles should go to the White House? Right now, when I looked at it, that's what it said. Do you think the Eagles should go to the White House? So I responded. And you know how I respond. But let me ask you, do you think the Eagles should, you live in Philadelphia and you're Eagles, do you think the Eagles should go to the White House?
No.
Okay. I would love to hear.
I believe that they should, but not at this time and with Trump being president.
But why do you say that? That's interesting.
Because why should we respect him?
Wow. This is interesting. In fact, I tweeted, I said, Mr. Stephen A. Smith asked, do you think the Eagles should go to the White House? My answer, this is my answer. Do they have DEI hires on their team, on the Eagles team? Second question, do they promote diversity, equity, and inclusion? Yes and yes. So the answer is no, a fat no, because the Eagles represent a place that is a city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. That is antithetical to MAGA. So they should not go to the White House. When I posted that, majority of the people said yes, they should go. But it was about 49.3% said yes, said no. 50 point something percent said yes. And by the time, and now I'm looking back at the responses, and now 53% says no, 47% says yes. And I'm going to tell you, by the end of the day, 53%, more people will say no than those who say yes. Okay? More people will say no than those who say yes. This city is the city of brotherly love and sisterly love. This city represents the underground railroad and opportunities. This city, okay, and the Philadelphia Eagles represents a city that is diverse, that promotes equity and inclusion. And so far, what we are seeing is that Donald Trump's administration, okay, does not promote diversity, equity, inclusion, because they are gutting programs that promote diversity, equity, inclusion under a strategy of efficiency. This is the Neoliberal podcast. I'm Renaldo McKenzie. You can check the story out at the Neoliberal at renaldocmckenzie.com, the Neoliberal post, or you can check the story out you can follow my Twitter at Renaldo McKenzie. You can visit the Neoliberal journals at theneoliberal.com, you can visit the Neoliberal blogs by going to renaldocmckenzie.blogspot.com. What good?